The night before our wedding, my fiancé posted, "One last fling before I'm stuck with him." I saw it and said, "You're right." I canceled the wedding while she was asleep and left a note on her pillow. "You're not stuck anymore. Get out." Original post. 31 male, should have been getting married today. Should have been the happiest day of my life. Instead, I'm sitting in a hotel room writing this while vendors are scrambling to cancel everything. Last night was supposed to be our rehearsal dinner. We'd done the whole traditional thing, kept it small, just immediate family and the wedding party. Dinner went fine. Everyone was happy, excited. My fiancé, 29, seemed normal. Maybe a little too much wine, but whatever. Wedding nerves, right? We'd agreed to spend the night apart. Old-fashioned, sure, but her mom wanted it that way. So I went back to my place. She went to stay at her maid of honor's apartment with the bridesmaids for their last night of freedom thing. Around 1 a.m., couldn't sleep. Too hyped up. Started scrolling Instagram to kill time. That's when I saw it. My fiancé had posted to her close friends story. Thing is, I'm on her close friends list. Or I was. Maybe she forgot. Maybe she was too drunk to care. The post, a video of her and the bridesmaids at some bar. She's dancing, laughing, having fun. Normal bachelorette party stuff. But the caption, "One last fling before I'm stuck with him, forever, faced with tears of joy, pray for me, y'all." Then another story, maybe 10 minutes later. Her making out with some random dude at the bar. Caption, "What he doesn't know won't hurt him," woman shrugging. I stared at my phone for probably 20 minutes. Numb. Then the numbness turned into this cold, crystal clear clarity. Didn't call her. Didn't text. Didn't confront anyone. Just started making calls. 1:30 a.m. Called the venue. 24-hour emergency line. Explained there was a family emergency and I needed to cancel immediately. They were sympathetic but firm about the deposit. Whatever. $8,000 gone. Worth every penny. 2 a.m. Emailed the caterer, florist, photographer, DJ, everyone. Mass email. Wedding canceled due to unforeseen circumstances. Please send final invoices for cancellation fees. 2:30 a.m. Call my best man. He answered groggy, but woke up fast when I explained. "Bro, are you sure?" Maybe she was just drunk and she was sober enough to post about it twice. I'm done. He didn't argue after that. Just said he'd handle telling the groomsmen. 3 a.m. Drove to my fiancé's apartment. Still had my key. Let myself in quietly. She wasn't home yet. Still out celebrating her last fling, I guess. Packed up everything of mine. Clothes, toiletries, the coffee maker I'd bought, books, everything. Took about an hour. Left it all by the door. Then I sat down and wrote a note. Left it on her pillow. Saw your Instagram stories. You're right. You shouldn't feel stuck. Consider yourself unstuck. Wedding's canceled. Your stuff is at the apartment still, but my name's on the lease. You have 30 days to find a new place as per the lease agreement since you're not on it. Keys are on the counter. Don't contact me. Left my key on the counter. Drove to a hotel. Called my parents at 5 a.m. to tell them before they left for the ceremony venue. My mom cried. My dad was silent for a minute, then said, "Did she cheat?" "Yeah." "Then you did the right thing. We'll handle telling people on our end." It's 11 a.m. now. The wedding was supposed to start at 2 p.m. My phone's been blowing up. Her maid of honor called 15 times. Blocked. Her mom called 8 times. Blocked. She finally called at 10 a.m. I answered. What the actual hell is going on? Why are the vendors calling me about cancellations? Check your Instagram stories from last night. Silence. Then, oh my God. Babe, I was drunk. I didn't mean. You meant enough to cheat on me the night before our wedding. We're done. You can't just cancel everything without talking to me. I just did. You've got 30 days to move out. Legally, that's all I owe you. Hung up. Blocked her number. Best decision I ever made. Update 1. 3 days later. Well, the fallout has been something else. First, let me address the common questions from comments. Yes, the apartment is solely in my name. We've been living together for 2 years. She moved into my place. Never added her to the lease because we were saving it for after the wedding when we planned to buy a house. Dodged a bullet there. Yes, I have screenshots of the Instagram stories. Saved them immediately. She deleted them within an hour of posting, but too late. Also have witnesses, Apparently half the bridesmaids saw her making out with that guy. The money situation, wedding was going to cost about $35,000 total. We'd split it roughly 60/40ths, with me covering $21,000 and her covering $14,000. My parents contributed $10,000 of my portion as a wedding gift. Her parents contributed nothing. They don't believe in paying for weddings. Cancellation fees ended up being about $12,000 total. Venue was the biggest hit at $8,000. Caterer gave me a break, only charged $2,000 since they could rebook. Photographer kept $1,500. Florist kept $500. DJ was cool, refunded everything since I gave him 48 hours notice. I'm eating the full $12,000. Not asking her for anything. Just want her gone. Now for the drama. Day 1, Saturday, the would-be wedding day. She showed up at the hotel around 4 p.m. Don't know how she found me. Probably called every hotel in the area. Hotel staff called my room first. Thank God. Told them I wasn't available for visitors. She apparently made a scene in the lobby, crying, saying I was being unreasonable, that we needed to talk. Security escorted her out after she refused to leave. She left a note at the front desk. Please, we can fix this. I made a mistake. Call me. I didn't. Day 2, Sunday. Got a call from her mom. Different number, so I answered without thinking. You humiliated my daughter. Do you know how embarrassing it was to have to tell everyone the wedding was off? Not as embarrassing as watching my fiancée cheat on me on Instagram the night before our wedding. She was drunk. Young people make mistakes. She's 29, not 19. And being drunk isn't an excuse for cheating. You're overreacting. She barely even kissed him. Your daughter posted about having one last fling before being stuck with me. That's not a mistake. That's how she really feels. Well, now she has no husband, no home, and no money. What's she supposed to do? Not my problem. She made her choices. You're heartless. I always told her you were too controlling. Hung up. Blocked that number 2. Her maid of honor posted on Facebook. I heard through my best man, some people just can't forgive a simple mistake. Real love means working through problems, not running away. Sending love to my girl who deserves so much better. The comments were mixed. Some people defending her, saying I was harsh. Others pointing out that cheating the night before your wedding isn't a simple mistake. My best man commented, funny how you left out the part where she cheated on him and posted about being stuck with him online. Context matters. Half the bridesmaids apparently sided with him after that. The story was getting around. Day 3, Monday today. This morning I got a certified letter from a lawyer. My ex-fiancée is demanding $14,000. Her contribution to the wedding costs be returned immediately, plus $5,000 for emotional distress and public humiliation. The letter claims I unilaterally canceled the wedding without consultation, and that her social media posts were private jokes taken out of context. Private jokes about cheating on me. Okay, call my own lawyer. He read the letter and actually laughed. She posted evidence of infidelity publicly, and now she wants compensation? I'll respond, but this is going nowhere. Save those screenshots. He sent a response this afternoon. My client acted within his rights to cancel a wedding upon discovering infidelity. The venue, vendors, and deposits were paid from his personal accounts. Your client's contribution of $14,000 was voluntarily given as a participant in planning the canceled event. No refunds are owed for voluntary contributions to a canceled wedding, particularly when the cancellation was caused by your client's actions. Regarding emotional distress, your client caused her own distress through her documented infidelity. Any further frivolous legal threats will be met with a countersuit for harassment. My client requests no further contact. I'm also documenting everything for when the 30 days are up, and I need to formally evict her if she's still in my apartment. Lawyer says I'm being more than generous with the 30-day notice. The entitlement is mind-blowing. She cheats, posts about it, and then wants me to pay her for the consequences of her actions? Nah. Update 2, 2 weeks later. The entitlement has reached levels I didn't think were possible. Strap in. The apartment situation. Day 4 after cancellation, I returned to my apartment. Figured she'd be gone. or at least packing. Nope. She was there, had changed the locks. Yes. She changed the locks on MY apartment, that's an MY name. Stood outside the door, called the police non-emergency line. Explained the situation. My name on lease, she's not on it. She changed my locks. Officer shows up, asks for documentation. I show him the lease. Thank God I keep PDF copies on my phone. My ID matching the lease, everything. He knocks on the door. She answers. Officer, ma'am, this gentleman has documentation showing this is his residence. Did you change the locks? Her, yes. He abandoned me. I have a right to feel safe. Officer, ma'am, you're not on the lease. You can't change locks on a property you don't legally rent. Her, we were supposed to get married. This is basically MY apartment too. Officer, not legally, ma'am. You need to provide him with keys immediately or he can pursue charges. She glared at me, went inside, came back with my new key, threw it at my feet. Officer told her to please cooperate with the move-out process. Told me to document everything and consider filing for formal eviction if she doesn't leave voluntarily. Once inside, I noticed some things. My TV, gone. My PlayStation, gone. My nice noise-canceling headphones I'd bought myself for my birthday, gone. She'd borrowed them to her friend's place where she was staying sometimes. Called her immediately. Where's my stuff? It's safe. You'll get it back when we work this out. There's nothing to work out. You cheated. It's over. Return my property or I'm filing a police report for theft. You're really going to press charges over a TV? That's insane. You're really going to steal from me after cheating? Yeah, I'm pressing charges if it's not back by tomorrow. She hung up. Got a text an hour later. Fine. I'll have my brother drop it off tomorrow. The money demands escalate. Her lawyer sent another letter. Now she's claiming she's entitled to compensation for the $14,000 wedding contribution. Still, $3,000 for therapy she needs due to the trauma I caused. $2,000 for moving expenses. $4,000 for breach of promise to marry. Total, $23,000. My lawyer's response was basically LOL no in legal language. But he added something interesting. He included the Instagram screenshots as evidence of cause for cancellation and noted that her actions caused any financial losses. Apparently, breach of promise to marry is an old law in our state, but almost never succeeds, especially when there's documented infidelity. The family pressure. Her mom started a group text with my parents. Yes, really. We need to talk about the kids and work this out. This is getting out of hand. My mom's response. There's nothing to work out. Your daughter cheated on our son the night before their wedding. He made the right choice. Her mom. It was one mistake. He's throwing away years over one night. My dad. One night that showed her true character. Would you want your son-in-law cheating on your daughter the night before their wedding? Her mom. That's different. My mom. No, it's not. Don't contact us again. My parents blocked her after that. They've been surprisingly solid through this whole thing. The friend group implosion. The mutual friend group has basically split. The bridesmaids and groomsmen were all people we both knew. Some sided with her, saying I'm being cruel and unforgiving. Others saw the screenshots and backed me up. One of the bridesmaids, the only one who wasn't at the bar that night, reached out to me. I need you to know, she'd been talking about that guy for weeks. He's a bartender at the place they went. She'd been going there on girls' nights and flirting with him. This wasn't a random drunk mistake. She'd been planning it. That hit different. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment drunk decision. She'd been cultivating something with this guy while planning our wedding. I asked if she'd testify to that if needed. She said yes, and she'd tell anyone who asked. Within days, the narrative shifted in the friend group. Suddenly, it wasn't about me being unforgiving. It was about her planning to cheat while I paid for a wedding. Several mutual friends apologized to me. Her friend group shrunk considerably. The latest stunt. Yesterday, day 13, she had movers show up at the apartment while I was at work. She gave them a key, the one she'd had copied before I got the locks changed back. They loaded up not just her stuff, but also my couch that I owned before she moved in, my coffee table, kitchen appliances I'd bought, artwork that was mine, half the dishes and cookware. I got a call from my neighbor. Hey man, there's a moving truck at your place. Just wanted to make sure you knew. Left work early, got there as they were loading the truck. I had photos of my apartment from before she moved in. Thank God for that apartment tour I'd done for insurance purposes. Showed the movers the photos with timestamps. Showed them receipts for the furniture. Explained the situation. Movers were actually really cool about it. Man, this happens more than you'd think. We can't legally take items without proof of ownership. If she can't prove she owns this stuff, we're unloading it. She couldn't. Everything went back. She showed up screaming about how I was stealing her furniture. I pulled up the receipts on my phone. Amazon orders from 2 years before she moved in, credit card statements, everything. Police were called again. They sided with me. Told her to stop attempting to take property that isn't hers. Her new threat: "You're going to regret this. I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of person you really are." My response: enough was enough. That night, I posted on Facebook. One post, carefully worded. For those asking about the wedding, I discovered infidelity the night before and made the decision to cancel. I have documentation and screenshots proving this. I'm not sharing them publicly out of respect for privacy, but I have them if anyone needs proof. I gave 30 days notice to move out of my apartment, have been more than fair legally, and want no further contact. To those who've supported me, thank you. To those spreading false narratives, please stop. The truth is documented and witnesses exist. That's all I'll say publicly. The comments were overwhelmingly supportive. Several people, including that one bridesmaid, commented backing me up. Her maid of honor tried to comment something defending her, but got ratioed hard by people who knew the truth. The leverage shifted completely in my favor, socially and legally. Current status: she has 16 days left to move out. My lawyer has eviction paperwork ready to file if she's not gone by day 31. Her lawyer went quiet after we included the Instagram screenshots and the bridesmaid statement in our response. My stuff is all back and accounted for. Lots have been changed, again, to new ones only I have keys to. I blocked her on everything after the moving truck incident. All communication now goes through lawyers. The friend group has mostly settled in my favor once the full story got out. Financially, yeah, I'm out $12,000 in cancellation fees. But I saved myself from marrying someone who was actively planning to cheat while I paid for our wedding. Worth every cent. Final update: 35 days after cancellation. It's done. Finally. Day 30. She wasn't out. Shocked, right? Lawyer filed eviction paperwork on day 31 like we'd planned. Due to state laws, she got another 15 days notice for the formal eviction process. Her response? Another legal letter demanding I pay her $5,000 for extended housing costs while she looked for a place. My lawyer's response included an itemized list of every day she'd occupied the apartment rent-free, calculated at fair market rate. Came out to about $2,800 for the 30 days. Added a note that if she wanted to discuss housing costs, we could pursue her for back rent. She dropped the demand real quick. Day 35. Sheriff's deputy showed up to oversee the eviction. She still hadn't packed much. I wasn't there. Lawyer advised me to stay away. But my best man went as my representative with the deputy. According to him, she tried several things. Claimed the furniture was hers. Deputy made her prove it. She couldn't. Said she had no place to go. Deputy said that wasn't the property owner's problem. Tried to take my stuff by accident. Deputy stopped her. Demanded more time. Deputy said no. Legal process was complete. She had 4 hours to pack and leave. Her mom and brother came to help. My best man said it was mostly tense silence except for her mom making passive-aggressive comments about heartless men and throwing a woman out on the street. By 6 p.m., she was gone. Deputy confirmed the apartment was clear. Locks changed one final time. The financial finale. Total cost to me: wedding cancellation fees, $12,000. New locks, 3 times $750. Lawyer fees for eviction and responses, $2,500. Random stuff she broke accidentally before leaving, $300. Total, $15,550. Worth it? Absolutely. She tried one last legal maneuver. Her lawyer filed a small claim suit for the $14,000 wedding contribution return. Court date was last week. She represented her side. I had my lawyer represent mine. Her argument: she contributed money in good faith. Wedding didn't happen. She deserves a refund. My lawyer's counter: she contributed voluntarily to an event that was canceled due to her documented infidelity. Showed the Instagram screenshots, the bridesmaid testimony, everything. Judge took about 5 minutes to deliberate. Ms., you admit the social media posts were yours? Yes, but I was drunk and you did engage with another man the night before your wedding? It was barely anything. Answer the question. Did you kiss another man? Yes. Then the plaintiff's cancellation of the wedding was justified. Your voluntary contributions to a wedding you caused to be canceled are not recoverable. Case dismissed. She tried to argue. Judge shut her down. Ma'am, you're lucky he's not countersuing for the deposits he lost due to your actions. This case is closed. Outside the courthouse, she tried approaching me. We could have worked this out without all this drama. You cheated on me and posted about being stuck with me. There was nothing to work out. I wasn't actually going to go through with it. It was just talk. You did go through with it. I have video evidence. Fine. I hope you're happy ruining my life. I didn't ruin your life. You did that yourself when you decided to cheat. She started crying. Her mom appeared and started comforting her, glaring at me. I walked away. The aftermath. The ex is living with her parents now, according to mutual friends. Apparently, she's complaining constantly about rent costs and how unfair life is. Her mom is enabling her completely, from what I hear. The bartender apparently ghosted her after the wedding canceled. Shocker. Turns out he wasn't interested in a relationship, just a hookup. She found that out when she tried contacting him after everything went down. Some mutual friends have tried to reconcile us. She's really sorry, and she's changed, and don't you miss her? No, I don't. Know what I miss? The version of her I thought existed. The woman I was going to marry. But that woman was a fiction. The real her is someone who'd cheat, lie about it, post it online, and then demand I pay her for the consequences. Where I'm at now. Apartment is mine again. Redecorated a bit. Got some new furniture to replace what felt too connected to her. Feels like my space now. Financially recovering. The $15,000 hit hurt, but I was saving for a house down payment, so I'm still okay. Actually kind of relieved I didn't buy a house with her. Dating? Not yet. Not even close. Trust issues are real. Therapist says that's normal and I shouldn't rush anything. Work's been good. Threw myself into a big project and got recognition for it. Actually up for a promotion. The friend group stabilized. Lost a few people who couldn't let go of their loyalty to her, but the real ones stayed. Quality over quantity. My parents have been incredible. Dad took me to a sports game last week. Didn't even mention her once. Just hung out. Mom's been sending me random food deliveries to make sure I'm eating right. They're good people. Best man and I are planning a trip next month. Nothing crazy, just a weekend away. Dodged a bullet celebration, he calls it. Final thoughts. People keep asking if I regret not trying to work it out, or if I acted too hastily. No, she cheated on me the night before our wedding. While I was home excited about marrying her, she was at a bar kissing another guy and posting about being stuck with me. That's not a mistake. That's not cold feet. That's not something you work through. That's showing me exactly who she is. I'm not angry anymore. Not really. Just relieved. Relieved I saw who she was before I legally tied myself to her. Before we bought a house together. Before we had kids. Before I wasted more years. She did me a favor by being stupid enough to post it on Instagram. She handed me an out, and I took it. The entitlement throughout this whole process, demanding money, trying to take my stuff, playing victim, just confirmed I made the right choice. Some people in the comments said I should have confronted her first, given her a chance to explain. But honestly, what explanation exists for one last fling before I'm stuck with him forever? There isn't one. Not one that makes it okay. She wanted out, but was too coward to say it. So she sabotaged it in the worst way possible while still expecting me to go through with everything. I just helped her get what she really wanted. Freedom for being stuck with me. You're welcome. To everyone who's been following this story, thanks for the support. It helped knowing I wasn't crazy for doing what I did. And to anyone in a similar situation, trust your gut. When someone shows you who they really are, believe them. Don't marry potential. Don't marry the person you hope they'll become. Marry who they actually are. I almost married someone who would cheat on me and post about it. That person doesn't exist to me anymore. Moving forward now. Finally, this will be my last update. Time to close this chapter for Real. Peace.